Hey guys, this is Griff from the Griff Sasquatch Show. This is my Friday rant, and it's really not a rant this week. It's just more of a statement. It involves family in a survival situation. Now, family is not also always necessarily blood related, okay? Family can be, you know, one of your best buddies from the military, a cousin, you know, a wife, a husband, you know, life partner, whatever you choose to, you know. Anyway, having said that, there's only a few people in this world that I trust to have my back and a shit hits the fan scenario. One of them is Sasquatch, obviously, and his sister, my wife, and my 3 children. And that's pretty much about it. Those are about the only people that I do trust. You know, when it comes to family and, you know, survival issues, you want to make sure that your family members always have your back and not have their own personal agendas. Now, having said that, some families are broken, you know, for a plethora of reasons. Who knows? It could be any number of this or that, you know, things that have happened over time, over years or whatever. But now, in this day and age with, you know, terrorism on the rise, if you want to believe in all that, you know, global economy crashing, the United States going down the toilet, you know, we're in distress right now, by the way. I mean, don't get me wrong there. But, you know, and with everything else that's going on in the world, you want to make sure that you have those people, your secure circle, your little group of people that you know that you can trust through thick and thin, no matter what. I mean, they need to always have your back, just like you need to always have their back. So, you know, let me give you an example. I know for a fact that if I was on a hiking trip with Sasquatch and I got hurt, broke my leg, or God knows whatever, he would go out in the woods, he would find some hick-billy redneck dude coming out to help me, or he would do his best. He would probably even amputate my leg and eat it, and then, you know, cauterize the wound and tell me that I'm okay as he's sitting there gnawing on my leg. That's beside the point. What I'm getting at is, I know that I can trust him no matter what. And that's a hard commodity to come by these days, folks. Trust issue with people. I mean, how many people in your circle can you say that you trust completely, fully, 100% with all your heart, knowing that no matter what you say or do, they will always have your back? If you tell them, hey, look, we're going to go hunt a bear, and the bear attacks you and mauls you, you know that they're going to kill that bear, eat its heart, and then take you to the hospital and take care of you. You know, so you always have to make sure that you have that core group of people that you can trust. And I'm not saying have 15, 20 people in your circle. That's fine, whatever. But in my circle, I can count 5 people that I trust completely with all my heart. And I know that no matter what life throws at us, no matter what, you know, the government throws at us, what kind of situation arises, whatever crisis happens, I know those 5 people always have my back, and they have my best interest at heart. And they know that I always have their back, and that I will do my best with everything that I have to take care of them and to make sure that they're okay. And that's another thing that brings me to another point. When you have that group of people, you want to make sure that they have skill sets, okay? Obviously, Sasquatch has skill sets. He lives in the frickin' woods and eats bear nuts and whatever else, you know, God knows what else he can find. Now, his sister, genius, she's a tech guru, kind of. She's the information person. My wife, she is a CNA. She has medical training. She's a massage therapist. She has a load of skills to offer, you know, especially like bartering skills too. Now my children, they all have, you know, the basic camping and, you know, that kind of thing, the weekend kind of survival thing, you know. But they all know how to start a fire. They all know how to put up a tent. They all know how to boil water and to make it fresh so you can drink it. What else do you need? And by the way, every one of them know how to use a firearm. Every one of them. And I think that's important these days, because it's not about being gun crazy and controlling this or control. It's about being aware, knowing that if you put a firearm into your child's hands or your wife's hands or whatever, that they are knowledgeable and they are able and safe to use that weapon. That's a big plus, folks, especially if shit hits the fan, which I don't know when that's going to happen, but it feels like it's going to happen any day now. I just don't understand. And you might hear this noise in the background. Unfortunately, I'm doing the overtime grind, so that's the reason why my rant was kind of late. You know, work to live, don't live to work. Well, that's what I'm doing, because I want to retire soon, and I want to pursue the survival game, and mine and Sasquatch's other interests is very important to me. So I'm trying to make that a reality. And with determination and hard work, that's going to happen. But getting back to what I said, I mean, just have your core group of people, you know, whoever it may be, because family is not always blood. Remember that. And I speak from a load of experience when I say that family is not always blood. So, on the upside of that, it's kind of like with my kids. What I like to do is, we go camping, or we'll go out in the backyard and we'll be messing around or whatever. What I like to do is I try to teach them a survival skill in a way that they think that it's a game, or it's just, you know, natural. That way it's not like pulling teeth to teach them something, you know, say like boiling water. Like, okay, we're going to go down here to the lake and we're going to get some water and we're going to boil it up. And they're like, well, why are you boiling it up? Well, you know, we're going to cook some ramen noodles in it, or we're going to give it a natural earthy flavor. But we got to have that water, you know, at a certain temperature to boil for those ramen noodles to cook, right? So that's the kind of stuff that I do with my kids and my wife. My wife, she's on board. She just, you know, she has her skill set, and we all have our skill sets. And I think that's another thing that's really important too, is if you have a skill or a trade, think about this. When it all collapses and there's no monetary value to anything, skill sets are going to have value. Trade skills are going to have value. I'm in school right now to be a gunsmith. I'm hoping that if something, you know, bad happens, that if I need, I don't know, say I need a carpenter to come over and help me build a shelter, because my construction skills suck. I'm pretty good, but yeah, I will be like, okay, if you have a gun that needs to be cleaned or worked on, I'll work on it if you'll, you know, do some construction work for me. I mean, it's just a trade-off, and I think that's a beautiful thing, and I think that's what we need to get back to, folks. The way things are going now in this world, it's just not healthy for anybody. You know, what's that old motto? Live and let live. Well, that's not happening. The government controls how we live and how we think. And having said that, make sure that you got those people that you trust, your core group, your little circle, you know, the ones that you know that you can count on through thick and thin, 100%. I have that group, and I hope that everybody else that watches this and listens to this has the same thing. And until next Friday, you know, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hit that subscribe button on the Griff and Sasquatch channel. Give us a like, give us a dislike, give us a comment, and we'll get back to you. And until next time, I'm going to see if I can go find Sasquatch. He's out in the woods somewhere, like I said, eating bear nuts. And I'm getting ready to hit that grind. And until next time, until next Friday, I hope you enjoy this, and I'm out.